And we're back to learn CapCut in here, day 14. Let me show you how you can export videos. Just as an example, let me put this clip right here and an audio file. I'll press B for the split tool and cut it here at the end, then A for the select tool, select the excess portion and then delete it. Doesn't really matter where your slider is. Once you've got what you want, the export function is at the top right, and it doesn't matter what layout you use. For my tutorials here, we're gonna use the default. But you can see when I cycle through that, the export function always stays at the top right, so you should definitely see that there. If not, just reset the current layout and that should solve the issue. Let's click on it, and first up we can choose a different file name and then export to, which is simply the folder where we're going to put it. You can left click here and this opens your Explorer. I'm going to put mine on the desktop so that we can easily find it. Let me close the video for now because we also have an audio option. And don't let that confuse you. We have an audio element in our project, and it doesn't mean that we have that unchecked here and that this will not be exported with the video. When you check the audio, it will additionally give you an audio file. So in this case, format MP3 or WAV file, for example. So you're going to get the video and this audio file. And if you uncheck it, you're just going to get the video, but the video will include the audio. So you don't have to check that usually. Only check it when you want to have the audio on top excluded. So as an MP3, for example, you can also export GIF formats. And then there's a caption option, which is a pro feature. So we're going to leave that out for beginner tutorials. You can check the copyright. So this is going to check if there are elements in your video that are copyright protected. But as far as I know, that only works for TikTok. So TikTok has its own way of checking if something is copyrighted. So depends on where you want to use it. For example, sometimes stuff is copyright protected on TikTok but not on YouTube and vice versa. So be careful here. Even when you check it and it says it's copyright free, you might get issues on YouTube when you upload it there. Alright, the main function here, or the main dropdown that we need, is for video. Make sure to open it. And here is another pro feature, which is Ultra HD. You can already see this changes the bitrate, for example, right here to higher. So Ultra HD has usually a higher quality, therefore higher bitrate and also a bigger file size. Once again, it's a pro feature, so we're not going to cover that here in our beginner tutorial, maybe later on, but I want to keep everything beginner friendly and therefore not use the paid pro version. For the bitrate, it's usually enough to use recommended, and the bitrate is simply the detail and clarity of the video, so the higher the bitrate, the better the quality will be. And once again, the file size will also be bigger then. It's totally fine to use recommended if you want to, for example, make TikTok or YouTube videos. Then we have the resolution, and this determines how sharp your videos are. There is now 2K and 4K, but usually 1080p is enough. That is full HD, and that gives you sharpness. It's totally fine for YouTube, TikTok, social media. You don't have to go higher. If you go higher here, this is also going to increase your file size. I'm going to stick to 1080p, recommended bitrate, and then we have the codec. This should be set to H.264, which is the standard and widely supported codec. If it isn't, make sure that it is. The other options are totally fine. Some of them even offer a better compression and a smaller file size therefore. But you may run into the problem that older devices may not support them. So H.264 is the format that ensures that your video will run smoothly on basically any device. So this is the one to choose typically. Then we have the format. MP4 is, yet again, best for social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. But MOV or MOV actually offers you higher quality. That's useful if you want to work afterwards with your video files in another editing software. By default, use MP4, once again, especially for social media. And then we have frames per second, which is the frame rate. This simply controls how smooth your videos will look. Pretty sure you've seen when the frame rate is too low, your video gets chopped up. 30 frames are the standard. So pick that if it isn't already selected. Another pro feature here is the optical flow. This is another smoothness adjustment, you could say. But once more, we want to omit pro features here so that every beginner can use my tutorials. Once you've got it all set, just click on export. Get a little bit of basic info here. And you can see for a 21-second video with these settings, it's a question of a couple of seconds and you've got your video. Let me check my desktop. I'm going to close this here, and here is my tutorial example video. It has the video file and the audio file included. Let us check the settings. And you can see it's an MP4, and under details you will see, for example, the frame rate now 30 frames per second and all of the settings that we've set up. By the way, this also works for TikTok format, so I've shown you in the last couple of videos that we can set that under ratio. This is 16:9, let me switch to 9:16 for TikTok, and again we click on export, and the settings, they won't change, so all of the settings that I've shown you are good for YouTube, but also for TikTok. And this is how you can export videos in CapCut. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.